Boom! And we're live. Hey everybody, it's jer-dog on Facebook live streaming with the 420 Report. I am here in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and getting ready to do a show tonight at Van's Bar and Grill. I'll be doing my 90-minute one-man show. It kicks off at 8 o'clock p.m. So for any of you guys that are in the Wisconsin area, especially along Lake Michigan shore, if you can make it out to Manitowoc tonight by 8 o'clock and you want something to do, you want a good time and some good laughs, come on out and see me. Get here early so we can party. I'm already in town, so I'm looking for something to do. Right now, I just want to connect with all my friends and fans and followers on a Facebook Live. I do this every day at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible, bringing you all the fucking weird bullshit that happens in jer-dog's world, giving you the inside scoop on what it's really like to be a traveling comedian, going to nightclubs, taverns, and neighborhood bars 100 nights a year. Hit me up with some comments, hit me up with some questions. Let's get the conversation going. Today it's a Throwback Thursday episode, and what I want to talk to you about today is getting ripped off in show business, which does happen from time to time. It happens in just about every business, whether you run a restaurant or a convenience store or some big corporate conglomerate. You're going to have people that are going to fucking rip you off. It happens to show business people all the time. I think in a lot of ways we're more susceptible to it than others, because all we want to do is get up on that stage and do our art and have fun and bring smiles to people, give people a good time. A lot of show business people, they're not even that concerned with the money. They don't even really care if they get ripped off. Some people in show business have a hard time even asking to get paid to begin with, even though they deserve a decent paycheck for their efforts and their talent. But it happens. It happens to even major stars. They get ripped off, And so what I want to talk to you about today, how this relates to Throwback Thursday, is a few years ago, I teamed up with a couple of other comedians traveling around the country, filming a comedy documentary about life on the road as a stand-up comedian. And we tried to find the smallest town possible to do stand-up comedy. So we just went everywhere. We went pretty much everywhere in the Midwest that would have us. We found this place in Wyville, Wisconsin, this town called Wyville, right outside of Toma, population 146 people. That was actually the smallest town that we'd ever done stand-up comedy in, and it was actually a lot of fun. We went back there and did a second encore performance, and both of those shows we documented for posterity with video cameras. We were just our own camera crew. We rolled around with just Sony Handycams, filming everything and anything we possibly could, partying with rednecks, battling hecklers, getting lost in the woods on the way to a gig or on the way back from a gig when we were drunk trying to find the hotel. We almost died making the fucking movie. It's called American Smartass. That's what I want to bring up to you guys right here and show that off for a Throwback Thursday. It's got myself, Josh Shelton, Rob Rivera in it, and it was a lot of fun to make. Now, how does this relate to getting ripped off in show business? We made this documentary film just for fun, just for fucking kicks and giggles, just to show what it's really like traveling from town to town and the challenges that you deal with as a professional road comic touring the country. There's a lot of them. It sounds like it's just a big, long party and a big, long vacation where all you're doing is getting drunk and doing drugs and acting like an asshole, telling dick jokes to alcoholics. But that's really not what it is at all. It's a full-time, hard-hitting, very physically taxing, emotionally taxing job. You're away from your family, you're sleeping in shitty hotel rooms, you're eating shitty food. It's very, very difficult to survive. But we still manage to do it. We still make it a lot of fun for the audiences to come out and see us. And that's what's the most important thing to do, is make sure you get up there and you have a good time, no matter how shitty your day was, no matter what bullshit you had to face during the day. As the entertainer, it's your job to get up there and have a great time and make sure the audience has a great time. And that's what it's all about. So when we did American Smartass, That's what it was all about. It was all just about having a great time, putting it all together on film so people could see what that's so like. However, once we got that out there, we got some reviews on it, we sent it around to a few distribution companies, and one of them picked us up. They were like, oh man, we've never seen anything like that before. The whole small town, local yokels vibe where people are just acting crazy, and you get a real life glimpse of what these crowds are like and what it's like really being on the road. We had a distribution company call us up and say, we want to put this out. We want to get it on Amazon. We want to get it on Netflix. We want to get it out there. You guys are really talented, and we've worked with this person and that person and this person and that person. And that right there is when I started getting a little bit suspicious, because most of the time, whenever I offered an opportunity show business, they haven't come to me kissing my ass and telling me how amazingly talented and funny I am. That's never been the case at all. Whenever I've usually been offered an opportunity show business, they've always been like, yeah, you're pretty good. We think that you'll for this, but we need to see a little bit more first. They'd always make me jump through a whole bunch of hoops. Whenever I hear with this person or that person or the other guy, we produced this film and that film, it's like, okay, who are you really trying to impress here? Who are you really trying to impress? Like, if you're going to distribute the movie, distribute the fucking movie just because it's good. I don't need to be impressed because you worked with some B-list celebrities back in the day. I really don't. Like, how are you going to get this fucker on Netflix? Answer that question. That's the only question I really wanted answered. And they sort of did in a half-ass, roundabout way. But when it was all said and done, we were just so pumped up and excited that we were going to get our fucking movie out there, distributed on Amazon, Netflix, Best Buy, Walmart. We're getting so pumped up that we had a distributor come on board that believed in our project that we just fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Sign it off. Yeah, sure. Here's 50% of the rights. Here's 50% of the profits. And then when they send us the statement back after 3 months, or whatever, I think it was 6 months, whatever it was, where you get your sales, it just so happened to be 50% of the profits out by quote-unquote miscellaneous expenses. So that was my first introduction into really putting myself out there and getting involved in something in the industry beyond my knowledge, and of course 6 months later finding out that it's a complete fucking scam. However, I sold a bunch of copies on the road. It was a great experience. I love doing American Smartass. If anybody's out there that has a copy, make a comment. Let me know what you think of the movie. American Smartass. You can still buy this off of my website, or if you want a copy, just hit me up with a direct message on Facebook. I'll make sure you get one. And I think it's up actually for free on YouTube now, so I can send you that link as well. But I remember being very disappointed about the fact that we did not make the big profit from putting out the up on Netflix. I remember disappointed about that, very down on myself. How could this happen? I heard Sylvester Stallone in an interview later on say how pretty much the exact same thing happened to him when he did the movie Expendables. So I didn't feel that bad. You know, it happens to little guys, it happens to the big stars. It happens to everybody. No matter what you're doing, no matter who you are, no matter what business you're in, someone is going to fucking look for an angle to try to rip you off. It's just going to happen. The best thing to do is to move on. But that's just me. That's just how I roll. I'm a douchebag a lot of times. I'm an asshole. People take advantage of it. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just here having fun. Who's checking in? Keith, keep up the hard work. Thanks, Keith. I got D. Lynn Bennett. Looks like you're joining in. Melanie Barton Combs. What up, dude? Jeff and I watching you from Colorado. Fuck yeah! I love Colorado. Can't wait to get out there. Where are you at in Colorado? Let me know. Let me know. Maybe I can send you to some places you have a good time at. I'm sure you already are anyway. Is this a bitch session? Yeah, well, sometimes it is. Sometimes I get on here and I rant and rave. You know, it's not always going to be peaches and cream. It's not always going to be hilariously funny. It's not always going to be waka waka waka. Hey, look at jer-dog, the crazy knock knock joke comedian. All he ever does is laugh. All he ever does is crack jokes. He's such a Weisenheimer. No, sometimes I just like to keep it real. I think that's where the best comedy comes from anyway, is keeping it real, talking about real life shit. What are most stand-up comedians anyway? if not fucking complainers. Deep down, we get frustrated about the dumbest shit, and we just have a unique ability to phrase it in a colorful way that happens to make people laugh. That essentially is what stand-up comedy is all about. Getting frustrated and pissed off about regular old lame shit that the average person might even think about every once in a little while, but they don't actually say anything out loud. If they do say anything out loud, they're usually just really genuinely bitching, and all they do is they can't sing, they can't get on anything else. They just have to complain about that one little fucking thing that happened to them that morning. They can't move on with their day. Stand-up comedians, we write about that shit. We journal about that shit. We get on stage with a fucking microphone and tell jokes about it, tell funny stories about it, get people laughing, get the oxytocin flowing, get the energy going, and that is like our therapy. So when you tune into the 420 report, you're not going to get a funny, polished, scripted routine. You're going to get the raw, real, unrelenting, kick-ass, motherfucking jer-dog up in your face. So no, it's not a bitch session. It's just me doing my thing. I just like to be open, honest, and real, and I think that's what makes the best entertainment in general. I think that's what keeps people captivated and compelling, is when you speak openly and honestly from the heart. As proof positive, well, I've got 10 viewers right now on a Facebook Live. Someone know what's the best way to deal with Facebook trolls, and the average person, I don't know. What's happening is people just get all wrapped up in the trying to convince who's right and wrong, as though their witty, colorful meme, their little succinct phrase that sums up the argument from their perspective is going to convince anybody. You're not anybody of shit. If there's one thing I've learned in life, you cannot convince anybody of fucking anything. The best thing you possibly do is compel them to see your side, and usually that's not by name, not by trolling person. For guys like me, I like haters. I just got my first internet troll a few weeks ago, and I was cheering for joy. That was a cause for celebration. I want more haters. Bring them on. If you got a problem with what I'm fucking saying right now, let me hear about it. Give me a fucking angry face. Troll my. I want haters. I like the engagement. Facebook and I argue with people. I'm not even trying to convince them of my point. Half the time, I don't even believe my own fucking point. I'm not even side. I'm just doing it to gather. I think it's funny. That's the only reason I get on there. Otherwise, I would just ignore that shit. I guess I do get internet trolls. I get people coming onto my YouTube channel talking about how some of my videos suck, or they call me fat or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Usually I click on to see who that person is, and it's someone with no subscribers, no video of their own, zero creativity, zero ambition, usually some fucking skater punk that doesn't have anything else to do except play video games all day long and tear down other people's creativity. Here's a fucking thought. Here's a good way for all you internet trolls that are out there. Here's a fucking thought. Maybe instead that you took to think of the perfect little witty thing to tear down some creativity, maybe you could just post your own fucking video. You could just make your own creation and put out your own point of view. Coming on hidden behind some weird screen name, AJWW22209116942, instead of that kind of bullshit where nobody knows because you're hiding behind some anonymous fake fucking internet stage name. Get on there and do your own fucking creation and put that up for other people's review. Maybe have the balls to do that. It's a lot like hecklers at a comedy show. Someone made the point on my heckler video the other day, one of the reasons why hecklers do it is because they think they're funny, but they don't have the balls to get on stage themselves. That's exactly right. Instead of going to a fucking comedy show and heckling the comedian, why don't you get up on stage and mic, have the balls to your own comedy? If you think you can do it so much better, try that on. Try that out. And then maybe you'll find yourself in a new career. you'll be able to go on to fame and fortune and everything that comes with it. Groupies in the dressing room sucking your dick, if that's what you think it's all about. Maybe someday you can put out your own fucking movie and get ripped off by the distribution company. Maybe, just maybe. But somehow, I doubt it. Because a heckler that sits in the back of a comedy room is a little bitch. A little pussy that doesn't have the balls to get on stage and do their own thing. Just like an internet troll. Instead of getting up there, making your own video, making your own creation, doing your own podcast, doing your own whatever, you just get onto other people's shit and you tear it down. I can't imagine if that was like in real life, like, or if anywhere else, like if you were at an art museum or if you went to like a rock concert, like after each song that the band played, people are allowed to just like scroll their comments on a screen or unplug the fucking amp or do whatever else to fuck the band up just to make sure that the band can prove that they're worthy of entertaining that crowd. You know, give me a fucking break. I can't imagine going to like an art museum and underneath the painting that you're looking at, seeing a whole list of all the people. They didn't have the fucking balls to write their own name next to the shit that people want to write about how shitty the painting is. Like if you just go underneath that, all the fucking things that people hate about that fucking work of art. I can't imagine that happening in real life, but that's the shit that happens on the internet. People talk shit in two places that I've noticed. When they're driving in the car down the road and they don't like the way somebody else drives, or on Facebook. Instead of talking shit, actually I'm a big shit talker too, but I do it right here. It's under my own name, Jeremy jer-dog Danley. It's on my own page. I'm not going to other people's pages and heckling them, unless it's my friends and I'm just fucking with them a little bit. So yeah, I guess this is a bitch session. That just turned into like a 15-minute rant. I haven't even gone into the comments yet. Louis C.K. complains a lot, LOL. Yeah. Calm down, dog. Yeah, I'm getting pumped up. I'm getting excited. But that's how you reach people, through the fucking camera. I'm talking about building an audience here. I'm talking about giving the 7 to 10 people that are watching me right now their fucking money's worth, you know? whatever you paid to watch this video. Who else is in the comments? I think your data connection sucks. I hate that. Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry my data connection sucks. I'm on the fucking road. I'm on the fucking road. Can you at least hear this shit? Can you at least hear this shit? Is it buffering a lot? I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'm not an IT guy. I didn't put the goddamn satellite up into outer space so you can, the data connection sucks. I'm just a comedian trying to do my thing, working with the fucking technology that I have. Come out here with the fucking camera crew and film this shit then. With a goddamn TV broadcasting antenna. This is what I'm talking about. Fucking internet troll. D. Lynn Bennett, my opening act. You tell them, because don't take shit from no one. That's right, man. Don't take shit from nobody. At the same time, it doesn't mean you have to step up and get in everybody's face and be all confrontational either. A lot of times people just want to express themselves. They want to get their shit out there. They just don't know how to do it. And like I said, they don't have the balls to make a Facebook video. They don't have the balls to fucking get on stage and do that shit in front of people. They just can tear others down from a point of anonymity. Oh, what else, man? That's all I got for you today, everybody. I'm going to be at Vans Sports Bar and Grill in Manitowoc, Wisconsin tonight. The show's at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night I go to Tomahawk, Wisconsin to perform for a sold-out crowd. I think there's like maybe 10 tickets left is what I heard. That's going to be at Dan and Mel's Lodge in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Again, 8 o'clock show. And then Saturday I drive back down to my home state of Iowa, performing in Grand Mound, small town, small bar, Cherokee Bar and Grill. And then I'm making an overnight drive to be back with my family on Sunday, taking the 4th of July weekend off. I will be back with more 420 Report on Monday at 4:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time, or as close as humanly possible. Thank you guys for joining me today on this Throwback Thursday 420 Report. Leave more comments. Hit me up with some likes. Hit me up with some shares. Hit me up with some emoticons, whatever they are. Peace, love, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever it is. Anger, laughs, thumbs up, whatever you got. Hit it right now. Boom, 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 boom. Hit them. All right, there's a lot of them there. See you soon.